just go like anybody that say Kao Denero is whack lyrically, you must be listening to something else. I'm not saying I'm the best, because
No.
I give people their credits. I give them their props. You know what I mean? But you cannot tell me I'm whack. I'm not whack. I'm far from that.
No.
You cannot be a Mobb Deep fan and be whack.
Come
You
on.
cannot be a Tupac fan and
on.
be whack if you rapping.
Come on.
You cannot be a Biggie Small or Jay-Z or Nas fan and be whack if you rap.
Come on.
Maybe a MIGOS fan and you rapping. I can see that.
Come on, bro. Come on. You can't say Kao Denero is whack. You must believe it under the rock when you go say Kao Denero is whack. This is the person that understands what hip hop is all about. He knows what hip hop is about. You cannot be a fan of Tupac and somebody could say you whack. Come on, man. That means you have no idea of what the hip hop they're all about. If you say this guy is whack, you have no idea, like zero idea of what hip hop is about. Come on, man. Come on, man. Woo.
To protect our artists, meaning you cannot pay civilian act $300 and pay a foreign act $75,000 to perform in civilian.
Fat. This brother is brilliant, y'all. This brother is brilliant. We keep downgrading our people because now local artists now because the other one is international. Yo, what's happening, beautiful people? You already know who it is. This is We Entertain, and if this is your first time of coming through, man, hit the subscribe button, turn your notification bell so that anytime I make a new video, you'll be the first to browse with it. This is an interview right here, an interview made by hip hop Ville with Kao Denero. Man, this right here was legendary. Lovers, you a lover of African hip hop, if you are a true fan of Kao Denero, man, this is a must-watch video for you guys. A must-watch video, man. So without further ado, man, let's ride with it.
Our fans who are watching right now are going to be watching later take home something from this conversation. Now, given your new portfolio as an ambassador of entertainment and investment, does it in any way affect your first love, music? Because one would think that, he's not a politician, so he give it up to hip hop, he give it up to diss tracks and all of that. So he's politician right now. So what's your reaction? Are you still in touch? Are you still in love with your first love? Are you still doing music, or your new portfolio already taking over your agendas?
Well, actually, I think the good thing about my appointments, like I said earlier, it falls right into my curriculum, music. Ambassador for investment and entertainment. Entertainment, which has to do with music. So some of my responsibilities has to do with music.
Fact.
Like right now as we speak, I just signed an MOU with an investment firm in the United States. And one of the things we're working on is to do a compilation to be titled Freetown. Because these guys are so intrigued with the history of Freetown being the first place in West Africa where freed slaves came back to. When they abolished slavery, the first spot in Africa where slaves came back to in Africa was Sierra Leone, Freetown. So we're going to do a documentary on that, and we're going to do a compilation of that. I'll be doing tracks on that compilation, so everybody look forward to that. Other artists, it's just that my responsibility now is to be more selfless. Before I used to be selfish thinking Kao Denero. So all the government did was corner me.
One thing that I love about Kao Denero is that he's very honest to himself. He understands that word honesty. It is very difficult for you to see people that is so real, like this guy right here, to accept their mistakes. It is very difficult, y'all. Whew. Honesty, y'all.
Is to be more selfless. Before I used to be selfish thinking Kao Denero. So all the government did was corner me. Be like, let's corner Kao Denero a little bit so he can think about the others as well instead of just him. So now everything I do has to involve others. That's the only difference. It's still me doing music, but everything I do has to do with the whole industry now.
Facts.
Great.
You know, bringing others along. You know, if I'm doing a festival, I'm negotiating for a festival, other artists have to be part of it. You know, anything. If they're booking me for a show, I have to negotiate with the promoters that, hey, book some other civilian acts, 2 or 3. Let's come. You know, that's the role of an ambassador, opening doors for others. You know, that's all. I don't think it's going to really affect my career. There's going to be people that's going to be politically biased. That be like, oh, he's working with SLPP. Oh, this and that and the third. So are you.
Fact, yo. I said it before. I said, no matter how good you are, no matter how brilliant your ideas becomes, there will always be people that we agree to disagree. That is what life is about. Some people will always be political bias. It is a fact, like 100, yo.
That be like, oh, he's working with SLPP. Oh, this and that and the third. So are you in your own mind. You're working with whoever you're working with. You know, everybody has a right to belong where they belong or believe in any political ideology that they want to believe in. You know, I don't want me being an artist to limit me. Because people in Nigeria do it. Davido has this political candidate. Shatawale is friends with the president. I'm friends with the president. Why is it taboo for me not to be cool with the president?
I'm sorry. These are facts, yo. Come on, man. I like this brother, man.
Yeah, I get you. I was going to ask you already. You mentioned one of those achievements that came along as being the ambassador for entertainment and investment in your country. Because I was going to really ask you, what have you achieved so far? But you already, mentioned in course of our discussion right now some of the things you're doing and more things you're going to be doing as an ambassador, giving your new portfolio.
Well, I've achieved a few things. Actually, the first thing I did when I got the responsibility was to create a board. I set up a board that's cutting from all sectors of the industry. Some people from the movie industry, comedy, the DJs, the producers. So we have a board where we can have everybody's input from their own sectors, because I can't do it all. I have to have people to assist. So first thing first, we're trying to do a policy, an industry policy. Because in Sierra Leone, anybody can just get up today and put a song on the YouTube or pay a DJ and the song will be on the radio and he will be nominated on the next award. Now it's a competition to Kao Denero or any artist, but there's got to be checks and balances. In Nigeria, I know you guys have industry nights. That's the reason for that. Underground artists got to start somewhere and know that they're still on the ground before you can get to that level. But here, no checks and balances. Everybody's a star. Everybody think they know it all. So we have to put policies in place. We want to create this policy where we're going to protect our artists. Meaning, you cannot pay civilian act $300 and pay a foreign act $75,000 to perform in civilian. It's very
fact. This brother is brilliant, yo. This guy is brilliant. Come on, man. This guy is brilliant, yo. Facts on facts.
We're going to protect our artists. Meaning, you cannot pay civilian act $300 and pay a foreign act $75,000 to perform in civilian.
Facts. This brother is brilliant, yo. This brother is brilliant. We keep downgrading our people because now local artists now because the other one is international. Then we keep downgrading them. We start realizing that even this person here we the downgrade, he better in music set better pass that one way day for the America or for anywhere we want to bring the come. But the fact saying that African guy now he day for Africa, he never go abroad, we gonna downgrade them. Fact, bro. Facts. Woo. Come on, bro.
It's very unfair.
I get
some of all these our African stars are better, like 100% better than some of all those international that we worship. You understand? Some of all these our African stars are 100% better. When you talk about lyrically, they are 100% better than all these international that we worship. Come on, bro.
Get you.
Yeah, and you have cell phone companies in Sierra Leone that don't choose no Sierra Leonean act to be their brand ambassador. You know?
Yeah.
So little things like this, and we have events in Sierra Leone that clashes all the time. I'll be doing a show. Somebody else will just get up and be like, "I'm doing a show too" on the same day. We cannot have things like that going on.
Come on, now.
You know, we only 7 million, bro.
Come on.
You know, we cannot be sharing the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sure. So we putting policies in place to prevent things like that. I signed the MOU with the Americans. They come in and they are very, very willing. Matter of fact, I'm picking the head of the MOU, the group that I signed the MOU with tonight. They're flying into Sierra Leone, to see the president this week. So a lot of things are moving. In September, we're having a festival in Washington, D.C. A Sierra Leonean festival where I'll be able to bring like 15 Sierra Leonean acts to the U.S. to perform with some top-notch American artists. That's in progress, That's
a lot.
I'm working on the selection process, selecting the artists that are more internationally driven, that can perform with a live band, that can really hold their own on the international landscape. So I'm working on that. So much plans, and I've already started getting good feedback. We're trying to get our official space where we'll have a national.
Salute to you, bro. Progress. That's progress, y'all.
Studio,
Progress.
video production room. In that space, we can have a conference room where we can hold workshops. And the government is committed. If I had never took this responsibility, how can we get this leeway? We'll just be sitting there grumbling all day, nothing getting done. But now I took it up on myself, and things are going to get done.
So you're encouraging more, not just hip hop artists right now. You're saying in any creative act that you find yourself that you're an OG, a legend, you should also get involved in politics in a way that you can create more frontiers for the up and coming artists to step in.
Facts.
Definitely, my brother. I don't believe in just sitting on the sideline and grumbling. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't beat them, join them. This thing is not going to change. It's been here before we were born. You know what I mean?
Word,
yeah, the only way
you have to join them. And if that's the change that you want to see.
Facts, y'all. If you can't beat them, you join them to affect that change that you want to see. Woo! Salute to Hip Hop Ville, y'all. Salute to Kao Denero, y'all. I said it before, right from the beginning, that this was legendary. Come on, man.
Points. You get the points. Points. Maybe you can be the vehicle to bring that change. Woo! It's gonna be tough in the beginning because most people are not gonna see the vision.
Talk to me, bro.
Because they're not used to it. They just see in Sierra Leone we have one statement that they call artists that deal with politicians. They say, "Oh, you're not libele."
You're not libele.
Before you don't want to be tagged that. But I've started changing minds. Now people are not looking at it that way no more. They start to see what I'm doing and what we accomplishing. They understanding that no, this is not libele.
That's transparency, y'all, man. When you are the type of person that is open-minded, that can give the people the clarity of your vision. That is what he's saying right now. You understand, when you are open-minded, the people can see the clarity of what those visions are about. Oof.
Lazy. This is constructive and productive. So I will advise any OG, because you already have the voice, you already have the influence. You can your opinion matters. Counts.
Facts, y'all. Facts. You are a celebrity. You've got a big platform. Use your voice for good. Use it to empower people. Use your voice. Use those platforms. Your voice can't. Facts, y'all. You are a celebrity. Your opinion matters. Use your voice to empower people. Use your voice to do something that can bring empowerment to your people. Come on, bro. Oof. Facts, yo.
So politic your way and try to bring your ideas to the forefront, change that we've been grumbling about.
Thank you so much for this. We really love this, and congratulations on that. You know,
Thanks,
you already, in a way, answered most of the questions I was going to ask you because
Smart boy, man. Kao Denero is smart, yo. It's an intellectual man. Woo.
I was really looking at asking you
Come on,
what
man.
you have in pipeline for up and coming artists in your country, for instance. But from your sharing, you already mentioned, you know, one way or the other, you're gonna be doing that. You know, creating platform policies and all of that, where that they can actually, you know, have
But see
something
through
for
your
themselves. Thank you
bad,
so
bro.
much for that. And if you were to change something, anything, or one thing about African hip hop, what would that be?
Borders, yo.
I would like to change. I would like to see an Africa where everybody got a fair share of the limelight.
Woo.
My
Come on, man. The king is talking, y'all. Africa, where everybody will have a share of the limelight, where everybody balling, everybody they eat, they enjoy. It doesn't have to be only Nigeria or only Ghana or only. Everybody have to have access to the bread. Access to the bread, y'all.
see an Africa where everybody got a fair share of the limelight.
Woof.
Regardless of where you're
Where you
from.
from? Fab,
You know,
bro.
you can come from Togo. If you dope, you dope.
You dope.
You can come from Gambia, as small as the Gambia is. If you dope, you dope. That's why I'm so proud of Hip Hop Ville. Hip Hop Ville, if we have 20 Hip Hop Villes in Africa, it will be a new day. Because everybody needs a shot. You know what I mean? People don't want to feel isolated or neglected. You know what I mean? So I want to see an Africa where
that is one of the biggest problems that we have in this Africa entertainment industry. You understand? Some people who are up there, they don't want to like do anything that can empower the ones that are down here. You understand what I'm saying? That is one of the biggest problems we have. But one thing that they fail to realize is that fame is not forever. Fame is not forever. You lift yourself by rising order. That is what life is all about. I love this.
people just go, like anybody that say Kao Denero is whack lyrically, you must be listening to something else. I'm not saying I'm the best, because I give people their credits. I give them their props, you know what I mean? But you cannot tell me I'm whack. I'm not whack. I'm far from that. You cannot be a Mobb Deep fan and be whack. You cannot be a Tupac fan and be whack if you rapping. You cannot be a Biggie Small or Jay-Z or Nas fan and be whack if you rapping. Maybe a MIGOS fan and you rapping. I can see that.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. You can't say Kao Denero is whack. You must believe it under the rock when you go say Kao Denero is whack. This is the person that understands what hip-hop is all about. He knows what hip-hop is about. You cannot be a fan of Tupac and somebody could say you whack. Come on, man. That means you have no idea of what the hip-hop they're all about. If you say this guy is whack, you have no idea, like zero idea of what hip-hop is about. Come on, man. Come on, man. Woo!
Biggie Small or Jay-Z or Nas fan, and be whack if you rap. Maybe a MIGOS fan and you rapping. I can see that. You know what I mean? If you're a MIGOS fan, like some of these mumble rap rappers, those are the guys you like, and you started rapping, you might end up being whack. But not from the essence of hip hop, the true essence. Like,
and for the fact that
not from the essence of hip hop, y'all. Come on, man. From legends and icons like Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z, all these guys, and then be your mentor. You can say somebody can say you whack. That means that person they live on that rock. That person have no idea of what hip hop they all about. Come on, bro.
And for the fact that you've been doing this 20 years and still counting, come on. Give it up to you. Give it up to
Thank
you.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. And this 20 years was not
20 years
sweet, you know.
and
These
still
are
balling.
this is
20 years and still balling, y'all. Woo!
another thing. You asked the question, and this is the answer to that question. I forgot to mention it. The reason why my fans talk to me, right, is
Yeah.
because of the trials and tribulations they witnessed me conquer.
Woo!
I've conquered a lot of trials and tribulations throughout this 20 years. I'm the only artist in Sierra Leone that went on a tour, and the hotel where I was staying burnt down to the ground.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm the only artist in Sierra Leone that came from the States. A little child died under the car. Mysteriously, the police came to arrest me until they told them, no, he was not the driver. Do people know how many times they banned my shows in Sierra Leone? I will be promoting the show for 2 months. The day for the show, fans are coming to the stadium.
This is deep, y'all. This is deep right here.
And you'll be at checkpoints right there. Oh, this show is not happening. It has been banned. Oh, that's from above.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
And after we kept appealing and the ban was lifted, guess what happened?
It always gets rough before it gets better, y'all. That's what life is all about. It gets rough before it gets better. Woo!
My fans were tear gas at the stadium. So I've been through all the scenarios, you know what I mean? To where my fans feel like, and every time there's a new artist in Sierra Leone that want to get notoriety, they always target Kao Denero, this Kao Denero. So it has created this thing in my fans to where they be like, we with them, ready or not. You know what I mean? Whatever. What's the consequences? We with.
And again, I want to say a big shout out to the whole Salome, to the whole Sierra Leone, to the whole Black Leo for holding down Kao Denero, man. Your rocks. You understand what fans is about. Man, big shout out to y'all.
This guy, we riding with him. So that's the spirit they have.
Love.
Thank you so much. This is really amazing. Thank you for sharing all of this. Before I let you go, one last word. What's your advice to up and coming artists, not just in Sierra Leone, but all around Africa that look up to you?
Based on OG status.
What's your advice to them?
Based on OG status.
Well, I'll just tell any artists out there, the young guys coming up, not to sleep on the power of the internet. You know, it's very, very critical and it's very important to have a presence on social media. Your Instagram, your Twitter, your YouTube, Facebook. It's very, unfortunately, in Sierra Leone, most of my fans are just heavy on WhatsApp and Facebook. They're not as heavy on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. All of that we're trying to change, because of the internet accessibility in Sierra Leone. So make sure you build on that. If you can have a strategic team, a marketing team to help you build on that. Cats like us coming from like the 2000s, we only rely on our talent. I always thought that having a dope song is going to travel on its own and get to where it needs to get to. This is not the time for that.
This guy too much, man. Kao Denero is just too humble, y'all. It's a humble cat, man. It's just too humble. He's humble, he's honest. Man, you good, bro. Now
you really have to market yourself, brand yourself to the point where people will come towards you, gravitate. So keep that in mind. They say numbers don't lie. Whatever you got to do to have million streams or million views on YouTube, even if you whack as hell, do it.
Thank you so much. I mean, my management and I are really indebted to you, and we're grateful for dope, you giving your time to be on the platform with us. So we really appreciate and thank you for doing this with us. We hope that.
Thanks for hosting me, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks to all my Nigerian fans that always talk about my swag game. I see y'all. Shout out to everybody. I see y'all. I'll be watching. Respect.
Thank you so much. So we'll let you.
Wow. This was a very dope interview. You understand what I'm saying? One thing that I love about Kao Denero is, his honesty. You understand? It's a very humble, honest guy. He's the type of person that loves to admit his mistakes. It's very difficult for you to see, artists, admitting their mistake. You understand what I'm saying? Because of pride, because of ego. You understand what I'm saying? There are a whole lot of things they hash out here. You understand? They talked about him being, a controversial rapper. You understand? A whole lot of people do not really understand what hip hop is about. They just think it's all about, the lyrics, the rhyme, then the bars, and that, and that's it. No, hip hop is one of the most controversial entertainment in the world, right from the the 70s, the 80s, and 90s. Hip hop has always, known for being the most controversial. I think that these are the things that make hip hop so interesting. You know the drill, man. Hit the subscribe button, turn your notification bell so that anytime a new video comes up, you'll be the first to ride with it. To them, salute, peace.